TinkerCAD tips, welcome back. We're going to do one on wave duplication. I think a lot of folks have seen me use this particular technique in some of my tutorials. They've asked me about it, they've tried to do it, said, hey, I'm having problems, I don't understand why it's not working. Well, we're going to go over that in this tutorial. First, I wanted to show you a few examples of different wave duplication. This is one I think everybody's familiar with, making honeycomb grid, or this could be made with hearts or circles or what have you. Here's another one that's done with cylinders around a circle. Here's one that's done with this round part cylinder here. Here's another way to do wave duplication around in a circle. Quite some time ago, I did something using these where I was taking sort of an egg-shaped sphere and doing or combining a bunch of movements together to make these somewhat organic shapes. Here's another sort of free-form one that I did. And the other day, I used this particular method to make sort of a planter that I was going to print from the PET plastic that I make from bottles. So, let me show you how to do some wave duplication and what the trick is. So let's jump out of this project, go back to my home page in TinkerCAD, click on the little icon here in the upper left to exit this one. Here is my home screen in TinkerCAD. Let it come up here to the right. I'm going to click on Create, then 3D Design, and this will open up a new workspace for us. Here's our new workspace. Now, I always like to give them a name. So let's call this Wave Duplication Examples. There we go. Well, let's start with probably the most basic one, and that's that honeycomb pattern. We'll start by bringing out one of these polygons, the six-sided polygon in this case. I'm not going to bother resizing this at all. So here's the trick with wave duplication. We want to make a duplicate of this object, and we can do that with Control-D on the keyboard or clicking Duplicate up here. Now using the cursor, I'm going to cursor to the right. Now, this is the trick. Please note, do not deselect this object. Keep it selected the whole time. If you deselect this object, then the chain of your movements, rotations, resizings will be broken, and this won't work. So while we still have that selected, we kind of have it, where we want it as far as the distance from this one. I'm going to click on Duplicate, and it'll just keep repeating that over and over again. We can take this same row. Let's grab these 5 here. I'm going to hit Control-D. I'm going to move it up. Move it over a bit. Right there, I'm going to select all of these, Control-D. I'm going to move those up. Okay, now I have my pattern. I still have that selected. I haven't selected away. Control-D, and the pattern will just keep repeating for as long as I want. So let's select all of that and delete it. Now here's one you saw the other day that I used on my ribbed vase sort of tutorial. I happen to be using hole shapes for this, but this will show the concept. I have that cylinder. I'm going to hit Control-D. I'm going to come to the side here. I'm going to move that duplicate over here, or to wherever I need it to be. I'm going to select both of them. Control-D. And then click on the rotation. We'll make that 30 degrees. And again, without selecting away, I'm just going to hit Control-D, and we get our repeating pattern. These could be holes, these could be solids, they could be anything. We'll delete that. We'll do the same thing here. Let's turn this one over on its side. Stretch this one out. Okay, Control-D. Click on my rotation. Let's make this one 20 degrees. Again, not selecting away. I'm keeping that duplicate selected. And we get that. Okay? Now we can do the same thing by combining operations. For example, you had seen this one before in a tutorial that I did quite some time ago, we're going to take a sphere. We're going to stretch it out a little bit here. I'm going to hit Control D. There's my duplicate. I'm going to move over a little bit. And without selecting away, I'm going to rotate it a little bit. I'm going to hold Alt and Shift. I'm going to click on a corner. I'm going to reduce the size to 95%. Hit Enter. D to drop. And I'm going to start hitting Control D. And you start getting that repeating pattern. It remembers everything you did from the first one. Now, while we still have that last one selected, I can rotate it the other direction a little bit. Keep hitting D and it starts turning the other direction. So that's another form of wave duplication. Let's try another one here. We'll do this with some spheres. We'll put one there, Control D. I'll move one out here. Okay, I'm going to select the two of those. Control D. Let's rotate this by 10 degrees. Not selecting away. I'm keeping that duplicate selected. I'm going to go all the way around. Okay, I have that part. Now I can select all of this. Control D. I'm going to rotate this by 5 degrees. I'm going to raise it up. I'm holding down the Control key and using the up cursor. Okay, see that? We're getting a pattern there. I can also Alt-Shift, and let's reduce this just a little bit. We'll make it 98% the size of the previous one. Okay, and I've not deselected away. I still have my duplicate selected. And begin hitting Control D. And we get a repeating pattern. So that's essentially wave duplication. This can work for a lot of different things. It's just going to remember all of the moves you made. Moves, rotation, resizing. For instance, let's take this cylinder here again. Let's bring this up. Control D. We'll move it over a little bit. We'll resize it a little bit. Let's rotate it just a wee bit. We'll rotate it this direction just a wee bit. And start hitting Control D and see what happens. We start getting a repeatable pattern. So that's wave duplication. There's a lot of things you can do with this. You can make concise repeating patterns in all three axes. So there you go. As always, like, follow, and repost. If you have any questions about wave duplication, drop me a comment or shoot me a DM. Happy tinkering and hope to see you on the next one.